buckler, man, them they burn up in a car, dog.
Come on, car.
Me buckler, dog. Bump, yo, man, this blow up a saying, man. Buckler, man, them they burn up in a car, dog. John, oh, God, dog. I want, yo.
People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the Med Scarlet News with a buzz. The voice that you heard at the start of this is of an incident that occurred at the stoplight. Literally, I guess these men in a white vehicle look like some sorts of Mark X, the typical vehicle of the chopper and the people that are always driving like some madbot out of hell. Apparently, they were going too fast. Apparently, they lost control. Apparently, they hit the stoplights. Didn't intend to stop. However, they were stopped in their track. The vehicle pretty much EXPLODED. All personnel in the vehicle was trapped. All personnel pretty much BURNT to DEATH. Now, usually when I hear stuff like this, if it is an ACCIDENT, I am sympathetic with the people in the vehicle. Them a do the right thing and something misfortune happens. However, based on what I see going on in the street, it is hard for me to shed even any sorts of tears for these people who are out there intentionally putting their own lives, the lives of their passenger at risk, and then the passenger, they themselves think that it is funny. Sometimes people can't even talk because they might get overruled by other people in the car that thought that this is some sort of joyride until that joyride ends up in a FATAL state. So I'm saying to people, it is simple. Just follow the road codes and you will be okay. If you do otherwise, polar to what you're supposed to do, then it might not be so okay. So therefore, whenever you get yourself in any sort of predicament because of excessive speeding, because you was drinking because of hype or adrenaline, don't expect persons like myself to feel sorry for you. The only people that I am ever sorry for is the innocent victims, the children, and also the family of these people that make these bad decisions. However, them get exactly what they deserve, as cold as it sounds. Point blank and period. So the picture that you see on the screen right now is of a young youth. His name is Constable RNED SPENCE. He is a biker. He is a part of the JCF. I am speaking about an incident that occurred somewhere in a St. Catherine, in which it is said that two men that were traveling on a bike, the next man's name Marshall March, they were coming from an incident, a party Tuesday, wee hours going into Wednesday. Actually, Wednesday morning, they were coming from TITTY, Tuesday. Call it Titty Tuesday. It is said that they lost control. There was some sorts of dog in the road. Apparently, him licked down the dog. Apparently, the dog run across the road. He lost control, hit up in our next vehicle, a white vehicle. That vehicle was also properly damaged. There are videos out there with this man, the whole arm face pretty much gone. He was DEAD on the spots. Now people, like I said, very bad ACCIDENT, involving a little mongrel, involving a vehicle, and even worse, the two persons that were on the vehicle, on the bike, Constable RNED SPENCE and the next man, Marshall March. Both of them, I think, from the same era. They were coming from Titty Tuesday. Now people, you and I know that whenever you go to any sorts of script club, whether it's America or Jamaica, usually people are going to drink J-Ray and Nephew. And trust me, when you're looking at some TITTY, nothing is better than some sorts of influence of J-Ray and Nephew. It kind of gives you a little buzz, make the little big old titty them looks kind of more voluptuous. However, I am not here to talk about that. So like me say, the bike CRASH, the Popo were summons. When them come on the scene, the bike run through some sorts of fence, fling with the man over so, one DEAD, DAWG on the road. So we are surmising that that is what caused it. Lost control, licking our next vehicle. Pretty much the next vehicle total, the whole of the right side of that vehicle gone. Them find one person, meaning the Popo. The Popo corral the place, kind it off, yellow tape, chalk line, whatever you call it. A man I say, then Mr. Officer, you know say, I two people there on the bike. It seems as if it flew through one ears and fly through the next, or flow and flow. Make me know the English major. Them now hear what the man I say. Them can't have the place. People come, family member here say, Mr. Marsh and Renado, they on the bike. So the Popo say, listen, me no want nobody to trample upon the crime scene, which is only fair, which is only right. However, when people are tell the Popo say, you know, say, my cousin or my relative might be dip on the bike, I would have thought that the Popo would have done their due diligence and searched the area. The Popo them can't it off, circle around the constable. I guess they were concerned for their squaddy. So therefore, they were there on the crime scene as investigators with blinkers or blinders on. They were just looking in the specific area where the bike was at, probably well like a mongrel, Rex or wherever there, and also them squaddy. They never check in the vicinity, the surrounding adjoining areas to see if anybody else was actually on the bike, even though somebody told them that somebody else might have been on the bike. Now people, we hear say the resident them in a church spend the family members. Them have all sorts of grievance with the Popo because they said that it was poor handling by the investigators at that CRASH scene at about 1 a.m. Wednesday, coming from TITTY Tuesday, like I say. Because guess what? After about 24 hours or so, the BODY of Marshall March, which was on the same bike that crashed that same night as Mr. Renado Spence, was found in the bushes nearby. Don't know the approximate distance from the bike, approximate distance from Mr. Spence was not there. But me just say, what type of investigation? What were these Popo doing? How is it that they are so limited in them common sense, limited in them investigation, where it is there are two BODIES laid out off of this bike, but them only find one? And what is even worse, based on what the residents and family members are saying, when they came on the scene and I tell the Popo that, listen, a next man probably did dip on the bike, go check around the surrounding area. When the people them start go look themselves, one of the Popo wheel and pop off, him keep on care and blaze up a corner of the ear and say, hey, wanna hear me? Wanna hear me? Say no tramp upon the crime scene. Where I investigate this, we have this under order. So therefore, the people that knew that somebody else was on the bike or had some sort of inclination was telling them, was prevented from even searching for the next person which was on the bike. Everybody saw them at the Titty Club together. However, the Popo are so limited in their focus. I don't understand it. So the people must say, some of them Popo, yeah, them not forget no sorts of pay for the next 2 to 5 years because of their negligence and incompetence. It was only after 24 hours or so that them find the body of them family member as swell up in the adjoining bushes near to the CRASH scene. People, can you believe that? Now, not only is this situation very sad because of the incompetence and mostly because 2 youths lost their life prematurely,
There's all sorts of rumors and propagandas going around. Maybe it is true. Cannot validate or verify. People are say, they don't know say something strange. How it is 2 man pan a bike, Popo come corral the place, only find one, prevent other people and to find the next one. It was only after a day or so, 24 hours, that they found the next person. Something strange in this. Rumors that are circulating is that this man, the Popo, cannot validate or verify, and I know that whenever I say this, you always have some critics, I'll call them, in my comment section. Well, if you cannot validate or verify, why would you say it? Well, because I'm my FUCKING channel, and if you don't like it, you get the FUCK off. I am not begging anybody. Obviously, you hear that this is a very talented blogger, so therefore people are going to listen. Not to be, not humble or anything, but the truth is the truth. Do the ears test. Back to the story at hand. So they must say the officer was supposed to go to some sorts of case. A day or so later, he was supposed to be the witness on some sorts of case. And the person or the suspect warn him that, listen, if you show up or if you think you're going to go, we're going to silence you. People, me never did it. Me just tell you what people call me. That is why I am a blogger and you're probably not. We have different kind of links, different kind of communication. People always call it more than them call the traditional media. Sometimes the story 100, sometimes a 50, sometimes a 0. Me just put it out there. Me not say a so. Now people, the strange thing the people must say, then when you look on the side in which the bike was supposed to be riding and the side in which it impact the vehicle, nothing no go so, the maths now add up, the physics now add up. And then the fact that him lick the car and then him face lick pan upper the windshield, the top windshield, and the whole eye mouth pretty much lick out. It looked like something bite out his mouth, as disgusting as it sound. It never looked like any sorts of impact. So then that is where the conspiracy theorists say it looked like some sorts of demon, because the people then put some sorts of guzo, and the guzo was to stop him from speaking. So therefore the whole of him mouth gone. People like me say. Me just tell you where they out there. Me nah make up, me nah add, me nah subtract. Me just put it out there. You pick sense out of nonsense. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it seems as if the promises of a fair and clean election, no sorts of violence is not going to manifest. Based on what we've seen, we see all sorts of FIGHT. We see all sorts of people that lose them life. People drop off a van or truck top and DEAD. Well, people, guess what? The saga continues. I am speaking about an incident that occurred in the Rosal area, that is in St. James, I go towards Montego Bay, where it is said that one of those sound system vehicle that drive around and tells you, make sure that you vote for XYZ, in this case, Jason Cummins. He is the PNP representative of that area. On this loud speaker, this megaphone, them call it, very, very annoying. However, it seems as if somebody was more than ticked off, somebody was more than annoyed. So therefore, they decide that, say, this thing a bother me. Me I go burn up the truck with the loudspeaker, with the power system. Everything I get destroyed. Everything I go down in a hole. Everything I go up in a flames. Blaze them out. That MP or that politician then came out and he said, listen, it is all material things. I will not FIGHT this election like those corrupted people. I am going to let bygones be bygones. I am telling my supporters, do not take any sorts of repercussion, reprisal, that is. However, Like most of these people, them kinda dunce and them mostly deaf. Well, them mostly dunce. A couple of hours later, it is said that a man that lives in a little pot close to where the incident occurred, somebody blaze up some can upon him, take him out very, very badly. It is said that he is the person of interest, or the person that allegedly, member said, me never did him, I just give the reports, burn up the people vehicle. So people, the writing is on the wall. We've seen it every day. What do you expect for this election coming up from now to the 26th of February, general election, government election, I think? Don't quote me, I'm not into politics. Do you think election was ever fair and clean? Do you think this latest election will ever be clean and fair? Because based on what we've seen in the past, and people them say, if you want to know the future, looking at the past, and you can't tell. It is getting escalatingly worse, progressively worse. So therefore, why would I feel confident, or anybody feel confident, that this is going to be the best election ever? And the people them have learned their lesson. They are going to sip champagne together, and they are going to dance in one accord. Everybody doing their democratic rights. Vote for who you want to vote for. Singing Kumbaya, me love you, long time. I doubt it very much. More than likely, it is going to be same after same old same from back in the past. Way past history. And fast forward couple of weeks ago, it is only going to get worse. But people, you don't have to listen to me. Listen to history, or you can't listen to the wind. Whichever one you choose, you will know exactly what is going to happen. People, this is very sad, and this is Jamaica Reality Check. Point blank and period.
Further on in the news, it is called Ride with the Enemy, you DIE with the enemy. You're always going to be guilty by association or affiliation. Whenever you have your legal, law-abiding, tax-paying citizen job, you don't want to be around bad company, because whenever those bad company do anything that is bad, it might come back and haunt you, especially if they can't find that company immediately. So therefore, if them can't catch Quacker, them go catch him short. I am speaking about a man from Camden Lane, more affectionately known as Showerman, Showaman. Usually when he gets up his routine, he goes to a shop on the front page of the lane and him drink him coffee before he goes to work. However, on the last day that he did that, he was not able to go to work because them used some sorts of rifle and they worked it on his head. There's a picture that is posted on social media with him laid in at the back of the poor cruiser, the Jeep them call it, with them fling body, in which it seems as if he has a couple of holes in his face, vocal cavity in his eye. The people them take him up because them say him them among some people were mix up. Yes, him go to work, however, him friend them mix up. We look for him friend and we can't find him friend. So therefore we come and we take him out. Based on the information, it is said that two individuals rode up on a bike coming from the bottom of the road, and then them blaze him up and escape coming from the top of the road, not the bottom, the top of the road. You know, you have bottom road, and bottom road a fight. Them come from top road, them take him out, them tap him out, and then them take for themselves. Moral of the story is this: this man was a hard-working man. This man just got married. This man has at least 2 children and then 4 more from a next relationship. Recently married about 2 years ago. However, he could not avoid the mix-up crowd, and that mix-up crowd got him taken out. Mix-up get him fixed up in the worstest way. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, Please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.